state aid for burials. Wanted to do another 2-minute video on this, narrow this in. This is last researched what these states kind of provided. We get people who think that if they're on different funding, any Medicaid or Medicare, that they would qualify for their state or the government paying for their burial, which is a huge misconception in most anywhere. Now, just like a lot of questions that are asked of me that are legal questions, kind of like this area, check with your state, your county, and find out what the rules and regulations and laws are. I could tell you what the law and rules are here, but that's going to be different than an hour away in another state. Now, check with also your social worker. If you have a social worker through Family Independence Agency, Department of Human Services, whatever that company is called in your state, check with them to see if you would get anything if you died under their care, not under their care, with them overseeing your financials. If you don't have a social worker, then you probably won't qualify. So, giving you a few brief overview ideas. So, like in Michigan, if you qualify, you have to fill out the form. You have to provide all of your financials for a duration of history. So they look into, did the person have $10,000 right before they die and get rid of all that so they could try to qualify. They look into everything, all of your assets, all of your financials. If you have $5 in the bank, that's $5 that counts against the money that would be given to your family for your funeral. They will provide a small amount, a couple $100 towards your funeral, and your family must provide the rest. So upwards of $4,500 that your family must pay up front before they'll even provide their portion. So it's not just a free burial, free funeral of any sort. Looking into other areas, example, Colorado, the family would pay $1,500, the state would pay $1,000 for a direct burial or cremation at the cemetery who allows it. New Jersey varies by county, but some offer $2,200, but the family must pay $1,550. Cemeteries also have to accept this form of payment as their portion, along with vault companies or the crematory. So it's not just the funeral home allowing this as a form of payment, and every funeral home will not allow this as a form of payment. Kansas has no state aid. Every penny the deceased has, like I said, goes against the payment. New Mexico will provide around $200 when a person meets specific needs. Yes, $200 is helpful, but it is not a lot of money when you look at the cost of what it takes to care for someone. Even if it's a $1,000 bill for a direct cremation, that means the family still owes $800. Alabama is by county, and they give around $500 in some counties. So often there's a lot of restrictions on this too. No obituary, this specific casket. You may only have a graveside, and it has to be at these hours. You can only do this. You can't have printed material. So they really restrict what you are able to get for that kind of a service. So check what the rules and regulations and laws are in your area, what you have to do to qualify, what you have to do to apply when the time comes. It's not something you can get pre-qualified for, but check that out in your area.